Turn your digital devices on. Tune into the trendiest team in town. Bringing you music, great guests, hot topics, and lifestyle views that's going on now. It's the Miss O Show, O Show. It's the Miss O Show, O Show. It's the Miss O Show, O Show. It's the Miss O Show. We're about to get this poppin' now. O Show.
Yo,
Hey.
What it do?
What's good? How you feeling?
I's good.
Oh,
I'm sorry, hold up. Welcome back.
hey!
Welcome back. Hey, welcome back to the Miss O Show.
To the
What up,
Miss
Miss
O
O?
Show. It's swaggy. What is good?
Man, long time coming.
I know. I'm trying to see. I hope everybody is signed on. Let's see. I just want to make sure we all good. Is everybody? Oh, okay. Now I don't know why I have this like this. Let me hold on for a second, because for some reason this has. Okay, now it's public. So there we go. Alrighty. So if you're tuning in on Facebook, let me know if you can see it, because I had to do it as public. For some reason it was locked down. I don't know why. I got to figure that out. But again, thank you everyone for tuning into the Miss O Show with Swangin'. How you feeling?
Man, I am Gucci. You understand? I'm Gucci out this joint. Been waiting, 2 weeks now?
I think it's been almost 3.
Oh, Lord. See, that's a tad too long right there. That's a tad too long.
I know. You know, these weeks just go by, and next thing you know, you look up and you like, dang, like it's been like a whole half of a month, and we haven't even been on here to talk to our people.
Exactly. But I see homeboy in the building, Vago.
You see Vago? Where you see Vago?
Yes, indeed. What's good with you, homie?
What's up, Javargo? Very nice to see you again. We've missed you.
Sure enough. Them witty comebacks and comments, you know. Definitely need them.
Listen, y'all gonna have to work with me again, because y'all know, after I haven't been on for a while, it take your girl a minute to remember how to do all this stuff, like all this engineering behind the scenes stuff. But we're gonna get it together.
Right.
That's the great thing about what we do. We have all the time in the world, and we're gonna figure it out. Where do you buy your clothes, Miss O? Always look so nice. Aw, thank you.
Don't she though? She be killing the game on here.
Yeah, I be trying. I definitely do.
That's right.
But no, I get them from all over the place, you know.
You one of them people right there. You don't tell the locations.
No, I mean, I'll tell the locations to, you know, a select few.
You want to stay one-on-one? One-on-one?
I don't need everybody walking around, you know, trying to like Miss O, you know, like.
That's right.
Everybody can't have the exclusiveness, you know, because I be doing my research to try to figure out where the stuff be. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You got to keep your drip yours right there.
100%.
So,
and I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, if I'm looking a little light skinned, it's because I have literally worked on this lighting for the last hour or so, and it's just doing what it's doing. I don't know.
Listen, I told you already, the summer ain't really kicked in yet. You ain't been in the sun enough.
I have not been in the sun enough, but I is not this light. Like, your girl is washed out. I feel like I'm just washed out. I'm like, man, like I feel like you cannot see my melanin. My brown skin. You can't see my brown skin. But at this point, the show must go on. So it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. I got like 15 lights going on in here. I didn't turn the lights off. I didn't turn them on. I didn't switch it around. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah, don't worry. I got enough melanin for both of us right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
Exactly.
So no.
So listen, what has been up since the last time
Shoot, what's been
Yeah.
up? What's been up? Let's see. I have, of course, basketball and track all over the place.
Oh wait, we haven't toast. We have to do a
Oh
toast.
yes. Oh, you got to start it all right.
Everybody that's listening, everybody that's tuned in, I'm gonna need y'all to grab your glass, whatever it is that you're sipping on, and grab your glass. I need you to put in the comments what you're sipping on tonight, and then I need you to raise your glass, and I need you to do a toast to an amazing show. All right?
That's right. Cheers, everybody.
Yes. Cheers.
There it is.
We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have a good time tonight. So you still running around with the kids?
Yeah, still running around doing that, doing the parenting thing. And I went out to where did I go? I went out to Ocean City not too long ago. That was cool for a little weekend getaway.
Oh, nice.
And then you know what? I think I'm turning into a foodie for real.
Okay.
The last month I've been seeing stuff, on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll be like, I want that right there. So I just say the hell with it. I make my way. I've been to a couple of delicious restaurants. Most of them been in the Baltimore area. Most of them been seafood based.
Okay.
Freaking delicious, man. Delicious. So I'm just like you with your clothes. I ain't gonna drop the locations just yet.
Really don't. But I mean, we like to know what the food spots are though.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, let me see. One I went to is G&M.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Seafood. Oh
Yeah. G&M is dope.
They have like the best crab cakes.
Yes, indeed they do. Yes, indeed. And the other spot this past weekend, I think it was called Ethel's and something. Out Baltimore. Yeah, but that joint was delicious too. Matter of fact, I got a seafood gumbo.
Okay.
It was a little pricey, but the amount of food you get is well worth it. Well worth it. Delicious. I'll be going back there.
It's called Ethel's?
Yeah, it's called Ethel's something.
Okay.
I got to check the bill.
But I mean, if it was good, then
it was definitely delicious, man. It was definitely delicious. I have no complaints at all. Definitely will be returning because, like I said, the shit was everything.
Man, that's what's up. Javago said he's drinking on some creatine over there, trying to get that summer body right.
Okay. All right.
I feel you on that, man. Like, ooh. It be rough. It be rough because you're like, to drink or not to drink, to just eat this good food tonight.
Yeah.
How much do I really want the summer body, or do I want to wait till next year, or are they going to get what I got?
I'm embracing this dad body that's building over here.
Because I'm trying to tell you, like, once you get past the 44-ish, 43-ish or whatever, it's hard as hell to actually see some movement. You be like, okay, look.
Right.
I just hung around like 5 trees and I done lost a half of a pound. So something ain't right.
Right. I don't know. Y'all need to bring in mom bods. Since we got dad bods ruling right now. What's wrong with mom bods?
Because first of all, y'all not going for no mom bods. Okay. Don't even try that. Y'all not going for no mom bods.
You right.
Dad bods can have it. Y'all can look like y'all 9 months pregnant. Y'all can have all kinds of roly-polies and stuff going on. But for the women, I know we got to keep it together because if not, we're hearing all kinds of stuff that we just let ourselves go. And men are visual and, all of that stuff.
This is true.
That's just not happening. Like that's, we can't do that.
Yeah, I know that's right. Hey, Vago, I agree with you too, man. You got to stay ready for them naked pics just in case.
I stay naked, pick ready. I'm almost 50 over here. Okay, Javago. We hear you over there. You have to drop us some suggestions and some regimens of what you got going on that you able to stay naked, pick ready at almost 50.
I'm not that far gone, so I can still hold in my stomach for a little bit for the pictures.
Oh God, whatever, swanging. I don't even want to hear that because damn well your ass is not worried about any of that.
Shit, so what's been good with you, Ms. O?
Oh man, so I've been moving, like I've been shaking and moving, doing little different things. Still trying to get the little one. Well, she ain't a little one now. She's a teen, young adult. I bought her a first car, so that was like a huge, huge accomplishment. So, I'm super excited about that. Of course, now she just like never stays home. She just finds reason. Oh, I gotta go get some peanuts. I'll be back. I'm like, dude,
you ain't never ate
peanuts before.
You ain't never ate peanuts before, but now you want some peanuts.
Oh my God, you know what? I need toilet paper. Like 8 o'clock at night. Like you just be trying to find reasons to leave the house to get in the car. I was like, oh my God, girl, like really?
yeah. Well, we were the same at one point in time. We were the same.
I know. And that's what my mother said. I was like, Mom, she just never stays home. And my mother was like, okay, well, you were the same way. Right. I'm like, I know, but still, So that was like a huge thing. And of course, graduation is like in 3 weeks. So I'm excited about that, trying to get her geared up for that. Yes.
Big ups. That's an accomplishment for both of y'all.
A huge accomplishment. Because let me tell you something. Like, I thought babyhood, the baby part of it, the terrible twos, the toddler part, the middle school part, I thought those parts were hard, but nothing compares to that teenage age where they smelling themselves and they just believe that, they know everything and you can't tell them anything. And you just be wanting to like strangle them. That stage.
Every day.
That stage where you be like, girl, you know what? Do you? That's my 2 favorite words. Right. Do you? Like, you think you got it all figured out? Have at it.
So sometimes that's what you got to do, man. You got to sit up there and let them fall one time or two. Don't hurt yourself too much. But
like, Mama ain't stressing out no dang more about you. I'm just gonna let you have it, and I'm gonna just pray for you because you just get some damn nerves. You gonna stress me out.
That's right. we touching back on the first joint.
Oh, I know, right? It's triggering. We be like, oh my gosh, here we go. Talk about the man.
That's just the whole trigger right there.
Oh man, so listen, and I just been doing it up besides that, just out here in these streets, a little something. But I know that everyone came on the show tonight, of course, to see your great host, Miss Owen Swangin. But besides that, I know y'all came on the show because y'all want to see our girl, Carmen Felder. Okay.
Yeah.
And I am so excited about this interview with Miss Felder. If you watched any of the shows, she was on Ready to Love Potomac. She's also on Love and Marriage DC. She's a philanthropist and she's also a brand strategist. So, we're going to have so much to talk about. We got a ton of questions to ask her. And I'm just really excited. I mean, you excited, Swangin?
Yeah, indeed I am. I'm trying to strategize a brand or two. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to strategize a brand or two real quick.
What kind of brand you trying to strategize?
Hey, it's under wraps for right now, but I got something coming in 2024.
You need her to help you figure out how to grow some hair back, Swangin.
Right, that too. I need to strategize some hair growth on the top of my head. The joint coming everywhere else, but just not right here.
Oh man, so listen, Miss Felder is backstage. So why don't we just bring her on? You ready to bring her on?
Let's go.
Let's bring her on.
Why not?
Hi.
There you go.
Hey. I was going to have some theme music coming in or something. I was ready to.
Oh.
I know. We didn't get the theme music.
Yeah, you put me off guard with that one. I could have sang something, but
sing something for her. Sing
something for?
Sing something for her. You got
let me see. Well, I can't say welcome back because this is your first time.
So just sing welcome.
Welcome, Miss Felder. We're so happy to have you. Right, exactly.
Cut it out.
Exactly. I hope you didn't think I was a singer.
I didn't know. I was like, oh, well, let me get ready.
She like, and no.
I was like, no.
Yeah. I
Hi,
appreciate
oh my
it.
God, you look so gorgeous. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. I've been talking to you for a while and I've been excited to get you on here. So I am super excited to have you on here. As we start off with our show, we always just like to, let our guests tell everybody a little bit about themselves just so they can get acquainted with you.
Okay, well, I'm a TV personality now. I am a native of Loudoun County, which is in Virginia. I have one handsome son who is going to be president in 2040. Boom, boom. His name is Malachi, and he just turned 18 and is about to graduate in a couple days. So I'm like, oh. I am a disabled Air Force veteran. And I work with a lot of athletes and celebrities. And I guess I'm a roundaway girl. I love to work for my community. I'm a leader. I love positivity. And I was on Ready to Love, and you might have saw me on Love and Marriage, and you might see me on Love and Marriage later.
All right. Good stuff. Congratulations on your son about to graduate.
Yes,
Good
congratulations. Congratulations.
Right along with all the other accomplishments.
I know. Look, I'm still trying to figure out this. You gotta work with me because listen. Everybody listen, y'all gonna see these screens popping up all over the place. It's gonna do
your face. You were like, oh, nope.
Listen.
Well, I just roll with it. I'm like, okay, my turn. Hello.
Listen, so Zhivago says that he says he's in the Air Force. He is the Air Force vet. And where were you stationed and where did you travel?
So I'm not even going to try to say your name, but actually I was stationed my whole time at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, Florida. I went to Qatar or Qatar. Some people say it different. Where'd you guys go? Are you guys still there?
Yeah, we're still there. We can see you.
I can't see you. Hold on now.
It's technical difficulties all over the place.
Okay, I think where we go? Okay, gotcha.
Do you see us?
Yeah, I'm back. Okay. I was during the war, enduring freedom. I was over there when Hurricane Katrina came through. I went to Diego Garcia, which is an island in the middle of the Indian Ocean that's about 14 miles long. And then I was about to go to Bahrain, and I said, I'm about done. Okay, y'all send me on back to the States. Y'all keep sending me everywhere. I got a son. Just let me go. Okay, right. So that's where I was at.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. But before we go any further, that chair is dope as shit. That's why.
Isn't it?
That chair is dope right there.
I love it.
I love
it. It's for my queen, and that one I have two. That's identical, and the other one's for my king.
Okay,
it is beautiful. I was looking at it myself. I was like, "Oh, that is pretty."
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed, it is.
So go ahead, Swangin.
So I'm just curious because I don't know. Like, I'm not a big fan of putting my business out there. So what brought you, or what made you decide to put your life in front of the world?
Well, so what a lot of people don't know, I worked with a lot of celebrities before I was on the other half, right? I was doing the PR marketing and brand management. So I was always, I knew what the limelight was. I knew how it worked behind the scenes. I just wasn't in front, right? Which is a different beast. With the first show that I was on, and plus I had done interviews, I've been in magazines, all that. So it's not that much. People just didn't know that of me going on the show. But someone just kept saying, you need to be on the show. You need to be on the show. And I'm like, no. So I should have probably been on Love and Ready to Love DC, but I kept denying. And then somebody was like, listen, do it now. I was like, let me just send a picture. And they called me immediately. It was like, yo, we want to interview. We want to Zoom, blah, blah, blah. And the only reason I would say that is because I was tired of dating.
Okay.
and lack of dating.
Right.
And my mom is a preacher, and she was like, baby, your Boaz is gonna come soon. And after like the 8th year, I was like, mama, where is Boaz? Because I don't see him. So I'm like, maybe I need to move differently. And maybe I need to get out of the circles I am in, because nobody wants to come through a athlete with a 6-pack and a millionaire and say, hey, Carmen, they think I'm with them. So I was getting played. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that definitely makes sense. So what made you to actually decide to go on the one with Potomac then? Like, what made you, since you, at first you were like, no, I really don't want to do it. Like, so I know you just said because you decided, okay, you know what, I'm tired of the dating scene or being in this type of situation. So did they reach out to you, or did you, like, how did it work?
Someone submitted my name, and then I kind of just fell back.
Okay.
For the whole season, the first season, and then they kept saying, like, they kept tagging me. And so finally I was like, okay. And so that's when I sent in my picture, and they called immediately and was like, a Zoom today, a Zoom tomorrow. And then they wanted me to come on as like a surprise.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, but I realized that probably was not a good idea. In hindsight.
Well, we have a little clip of you on the show. Let me see if I can look. Let me see.
Is it the pickle eating? Which one is it?
I made sure it was a good clip. I did. I made sure. Let me just see if I can get this daggone thing to work now. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, Lordy, where are we at? Here we go.
Well, you know, they say you always say the best for last.
That's how that goes, huh?
Get rid of the zeros and get with a hero. Really opposites too. Maybe he likes opposites. We'll see how it goes.
One thing I think I already noticed, it seemed like you might control your guys a little bit.
I am very competitive. That's probably where my dominance comes off. But I don't want to be like that all the time. I'm probably like more submissive when I'm around Paul.
That's true. That's a good thing.
He kind of puts a calm over me. But I know you guys have to talk. And so I'm going to leave you guys to that. It's nice meeting you. I'll give you a hug.
Carmen.
Right. Yeah. All right. It's interesting. Indeed.
So, yes, I watched the show. I watched the whole show, and I really enjoyed. And I thought that you and Paul were going to have something.
Well, you know what happened with me and Paul was the haters came out.
Oh.
So what people don't know, 7 out of the 10 men had a thing for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could kind of see that, yeah.
But they didn't show all the connections. Like I had a connection with Demetrius. Like I had a connection with just about everybody because I'm fun. Of course, I'm curvaceous. And so it's just like, okay, that makes sense. However, coming in as a wild card, I was already off balance because the women are like, who is this chick, right? It's like going to a new high school and all the guys wanting to talk to you. And so some people had whispered in Paul's ear that I didn't really like him, but I actually did. Later on after the show, when he found out really what happened, he apologized. He was like, I should have talked to you. And that's just real life. In real life, you never know who's talking behind your back. You never know who's stabbing you in the back. And when you can't win in a fair way, what do? You cheat.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. And it's funny because that's actually what one of the questions I was going to ask you, like, what do you feel like was the most challenging part of being on the show like that? Because I watched this show and I'm like, baby, it's got to be pretty hard to be like, and even though I'm competitive, but it's one thing to meet a guy and you guys go out and you're vibing and things are good or whatever, and you don't see anything else he's doing. It's another thing to meet a guy, you guys are vibing, and the next thing you know, 5 minutes later, he's vibing with somebody else in the house that you see. The Leo and me, I would be like, oh my God, like wait a minute, sir. Even though he's not quote unquote mine, but that had to be challenging.
Well, what I think people don't identify is sometimes, first of all, you surround yourself with yes people. And then also, sometimes you're a big fish in a little pond, but once you get in the ocean, you're not a big fish anymore. And so a lot of the ladies came in thinking, I'm the baddest bee and all the men gonna want me and blah, 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 because maybe in their circle, they the baddest bee, right? And so they come on and they're like, who is this chick coming on over here? So for me, I was true and honest all the way through the show. Meaning I came in, I didn't try to make friends. And the ladies were like, hey, girl power. And I'm like, nah, I really don't know you. And I'm here to get a man. So I don't want to be too friendly because I'm probably going to hurt your feelings, because I don't care if you're in the room. He doesn't belong to you. If I'm interested, I'm talking to him. And so that was a threat to the women. But I was being honest, because I would rather tell you, hey, we're not friends. I'm going to be cordial. But if I act like your friend and then I'm talking to your guy, you're going to be like, why are you doing that? So I want to let you know I'm not your friend. You don't know me. I wish you the best, but don't get mad when I'm over here rubbing his bald head or I'm touching his back or, whatever. And don't be territorial, because this is a game, and a lot of the audience and the people were like, Carmen's mean, but am I being mean, or I'm just playing the game just like we're supposed to come in here? We find our man and I might find five, and so that's where it was kind of hard, because I was being real and some people were being like fake phony. I like everybody, but you can't like everybody.
No,
right.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not that type of environment.
Which I guess brings me to another question. So did you make any connections as far as, say, just friends out during the show? Like whether male or female?
Actually, of course, with my career, my clients are predominantly men. So I get along with men just naturally. Also, I don't have to worry about confrontation and jealousy and all that. And men are pretty much straightforward once you become friends. You can talk about anything.
This is
so out of my whole cast of Ready to Love Potomac, one of my best friends now are business partners, and also I manage him as Clifton Petty.
Yes.
So I got an amazing relationship out of the situation with him, and I'm really happy about that. The ladies, nah.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. I mean, look, it's hard to build friendships with women, and it's not even on a platform
without the cameras.
Just regular life, but even without the camera. Shout out to Sherry. What's up, Sherry? Thank you for joining us. So I wanted to ask you now. I feel like maybe at the beginning of Ready to Love, I felt like I'm not going to say majority, but people were coming on the show to find love. Do you feel like it's still that way, or do you feel like a lot of people now are kind of coming on here for, an opportunity? Hey, I'm on television and I can kind of use this platform to, gain followers or to get bookings and stuff like that. And they're really not serious and taking the show seriously to find love.
Well, I will say that on my show, a lot of people, I didn't really try to tell people what I did, but when they found out, they were like, hey, I might need you after the show, which tells me like, what would you need me after the show for?
Right.
You ain't big balling like that. Like you ain't have that type of personality, bro. Let me check you for 1 second. No, you're not that guy. Also, like my ex, the one I went off with, Donovan, at some point, he told me, he's like, I really think I have the opportunity to have a spinoff with my best friend from the show before, which was I forgot his best friend. He was on Love and Marriage, Ready to Love DC, Phil. And so I'm like, so you was already thinking you were gonna get a spinoff? First of all, y'all not that guy either. Okay? So first of all, nobody's gonna be like, ooh, I can't wait to see a spinoff with Donovan and Phil.
Right.
No, you don't have that personality. No, I'm sorry. So based off of that, and so I don't watch all of them, but I do feel like people are doing that. And the reality is, to keep that momentum, being in the business, you really got to have a good personality, and you got to have some stuff going on. Just because you're on TV don't mean that we're watching you because you're on the TV. We don't have a choice. We're trying to get to the person we actually like. Like, I can't wait till Carmen comes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have that. It has to be a great personality where they're like, man, she be on it or he be on it. And everybody doesn't have that. And that's where you say those yes men are surrounding you. Oh, you got it, girl. You got it. No, you don't got it. Sometimes people got to tell you, no, you don't got it. I'm so sorry. But you're a great person. So when I'm watching the other shows, I do think maybe it's a 30-70%. 30% of people actually are trying to find love and are open. And then 70% are there to get some fame. And I've realized also, Black people are competitive. We probably the most competitive people. That's why we put it.
Yeah.
Think about it. So even if you don't see nobody on the lineup, you like, I'm gonna stay here because I'm a winner. I'm gonna win.
Yes. And
that's what happened.
Yes, and I do feel like I started seeing that because I noticed, like, you know, people may have had certain connections, and then maybe that connection like fizzled out. But sometimes I didn't see them have connection with anyone else. And then I saw them kind of trying to like force other connections just so they could stay on. And that's why it made me feel like, okay, well, are they really here trying to find love, or do they just want to kind of make it to the end? And I also agree with you as far as like, you got to have that it factor. You have to have the personality, because I've watched pretty much every single one of the seasons. And I mean, like, there are a ton of people on the show, and some people you could see them walking in the street and you wouldn't even know that they were on the show. Like, you wouldn't even recognize them. You wouldn't pay attention.
I agree. And you know, my girl is Morgan. We were actually stationed at the same at MacDill Air Force Base. Morgan's on Miami, right?
Okay, yes, right.
We just got that little sassy, you know what I'm saying? And even if we hate her or love her, we still watching, like, what's she gonna say now?
Right.
Okay. But also another issue that they have with Ready to Love is, what if you find that person right away? What if you like, he's the one? Then they're gonna kick you off because you're not gonna date nobody else. Nobody else is gonna want to date you.
Yeah.
So now you playing with other people's feelings, but you already know the guy you want to be with. Y'all already kind of chose each other on episode 2.
Yeah.
You want to stay on. And so you were like, well, I'm gonna go out with Tommy, but I don't feel like it. And I'm gonna go there and sit. And some of the people were like, I already chose who it was. And then when it was time for them to almost get voted off, they were mad. And it puts people in a bad situation, because what if they find the person? Now they have to get off the show.
Yeah.
It could be like a separate category. Like, you're going to still, you know, you can be on the side, but come on to the finale. They got to figure that out, because why waste other people's time going on dates when you already chose the person you want?
Yeah, and that's that territorial.
That happened with Camille and Cornelius. Remember?
Right. Yes, I remember that. Yes.
That kind of happened with Clifton and Joy, but they threw the kid in there to act like they was together, you know. Right. And then at the end, the kid tried to act like she liked Paul. We know she didn't like Paul. And
no,
Paul
we know she didn't like Paul. I think everybody knew she didn't like Paul.
You know, I'm like, come on now. That's when we really know, like, y'all playing each other right now. Come on now. Who you think you fooling? Stop it.
I could tell that on everything. I was like,
yeah.
Lord have mercy. So I guess we're getting into Ready to Love now, with as the two people you mentioned, Joy and Clifton.
You mean Love and Marriage?
Yeah, Love and Marriage. I'm sorry, DC. You came in as their friend. Did they have any? Let's see. Did they give you any direction on coming to the show, like as their friend?
Well, you have to remember, I was managing them. So they don't have to give me direction, boo.
Right. Say less. Say less.
I gave them directions. I helped them get on the show. Listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm the boss.
And the thing is that's good that you're mentioning that too, because, you know, watching it, I've watched all of the Love and Marriage DC. Watching it, we just saw you kind of come in talking to Joy. You know, we saw you come in, sitting down with her and having a couple conversations with her. So we really didn't have too much context as far as like how you know, beyond you being like a show friend per se. So definitely, if you can kind of go into how you, I mean, now you're telling us, of course, you got them on the show, but if you can kind of go in a little bit on that as well.
Well, you know, like I said, if you think about it, I'm a strategist, right? Brand strategist. So I'm like, it kind of makes sense, right? Love and marriage. Now, I mean, Ready to Love, y'all found love.
Yep.
Then Love and Marriage DC right over there. I'm like, it makes sense, right? So without saying too much, you know, you brand them, you project them in certain lights, in certain areas, in certain rooms, blah, blah, blah. You hashtag, you at a lot of things and a lot of people. And if your strategy is correct, people will be like, oh my God, I love them.
Right.
They should be on Love and Marriage. Really? You think so? Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I wonder how you got that idea. You project it and it happens. And so what people don't understand, and it's a hard conversation to say, I'm best friends with Clifton. And but the show is really predominantly around women and the women fighting and being catty and stuff like that. But and also it's taboo to be best friends with a man, right? So that became, you know, an issue. But we laugh and we do business together and we work together. And so I would just tell them, I can't tell them how to be. They have to be themselves, but I give them direction on how to move.
Got you. Okay. And so what, I mean, like beyond you know, love and marriage, love is, oh my goodness gracious, it's love and the marriage and the marriage and it's so funny because my fiance told me, he was like, girl, all you watch is love shows. Everything is love and the marriage and love and the marriage and the married and love and ready to love and put a loving on and love and ringing and ring. He's like, that's all you watch, because I'm like, that's what's on television these days. You know, everybody's trying to find love. You know, so I was going to ask you, beyond being on Ready to Love and being now doing, you know, Love and Marriage DC, is there any major differences between those two besides that? Like, you know, I know besides the aspect of like, you know, you were actually dating on the other show, but.
Yeah, of course. Number one, it's obviously couples, and then you have their friends. You actually get to know the individuals. There's going to be different personality traits, and like if you notice, half the girls are from Baltimore, right? And then it's a lot from Baltimore. You have Alicia, you have Ashley, you have Sherelle. I think she's from Baltimore. She sounds like she's from Baltimore. And then you have Joy.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Clifton's from New York. I think Jamie and Arena are from Maryland. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So you have, you know, the Baltimore and how they act. I really don't know Baltimore like that. And so there's different personality traits, and you're gonna have to engage. What I do believe is, some people don't understand. I can have a little tip with you today, and if it's his business still, when you think about it, and I'm be like, but I'm gonna say it in a sweet way, like, girl, you know you messy as hell. You're always in my damn business, and so it's not like but it's saying the truth, right?
Right.
And so they'll be like, I know I am messy. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Ashley will go back and say something, and I'll be like. And she'd be like, well, okay, I was mad at you then. I'll be like, okay, but you're not mad now. And there's a way you can say what you want without, you know what I'm saying, fighting. And I've mastered that. So I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to bring facts. I don't like rumors. I don't like gossip. I'm going to be like, you know, your wig is looking crazy today, right? And it's a fact, your wig is looking crazy.
Right.
What a real friend's going to say. So with these groups, of course, is the drama of being married, right? And the ups and downs, and the judgment from other people in the groups. And you're going to have to get to know these women, and you can't run away from the drama. You're going to have to be, they're going to be your friend or enemy, but you're going to see them constantly. So some people have not mastered that. You can't run away from old girl, because she's going to be at the next party. She's going to be at the next brunch. She's going to be at the, So you making it hard for yourself when you act like I don't want to talk to that person. You making it hard for yourself because you're internalizing the mess, right? But there has to be mess to have a reality show. So if you think you're gonna be over on the side and you're gonna be bored, you're gonna get kicked off.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to defend yourself, you always crying, you're gonna get kicked off. You know what I'm saying? You need to have those one-liners like, girl, you know, blah, 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 blah. You need to have those.
Right.
But I've always wondered about that, Carmen, because I see some of the catty fights and the real fights and the putting the hands on or the throwing the drinks or whatever. And I'm always like, okay, is this kind of just for the television? And once that's over, does everybody go back to being cool with each other? Or like, do people really, you know, say prime example on this show? Like I've watched it. I've seen, you know, Ashley, and I've seen Joy, and I've seen Rain. I've seen a lot of the ladies, because it's mostly the ladies, you know, kind of get into those fights, you know. And I'm like, is this just for television? And after it's over, like everybody's still cool? Or does some of that stuff that's on television actually come off television and you still have that issue where you're not really talking to each other?
It's both. Like I said, some people think they know, but they don't know, right? They come in there like, you know, I'm gonna do this, and then they get their little feelings hurt. I think in one of the episodes I said, Ashley is the head bitch in charge.
You did say that, yeah.
And that's true. At this point, when I look at she the head bitch in charge, okay, so don't get mad about that. And she accepted, like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And you have to know who your opponent is.
Right.
Until you know that, you gonna be lost. You a pawn in the game. Okay. So, like, Ashley has the ability to fight, tip little, and come right back and be like, hey girl, hey.
This is true.
Joy be like, mad, I'm gonna stay mad. No, you can't stay mad. You're gonna have to see her again. Like, hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it works. So there's people who know how to move on, and they can be telling the truth. You know, you just don't like it. And you got to have tough skin. So there are some people I've seen who can bounce back within minutes. And some people who are in their feelings like this is real life. It is real life.
Right.
However, you got to, you know, we grown now. We should have, you know, I don't know if y'all call it joning, but we was joning back in the day in high school. You know what I'm saying? That's why your mama, you know what I'm saying? That's why your daddy, you know, that's why you got a 5 head. You know, like we were doing that back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your ashy lips, your ashy this, you know, like if you don't know how to hit the comeback, then you don't need to be on the show.
That's true.
There it is. All right, so I'm gonna switch gears just a little bit. So you've been on these shows. So since being on these shows, whether it's from the show or off the show, has the beautiful Miss Carmen found love, or is she still searching?
Inquiring minds want to know. I'm actually dating. I am dating. Yes, y'all. I'm gonna give the slow clap for myself.
There you go.
Yes, amen. Hallelujah. I am dating. I've been dating someone for a little bit, and I'm hoping that, you know, it goes the long haul. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I have a difficult life.
Yeah,
Strong man to be able to handle this.
Exactly.
Attitude, you know what I'm saying? Being around old men, being on TV and stuff. It takes a strong man to be like.
It does.
Confidence is needed.
It does.
And then secure is needed.
And on top of that, I mean, did you kind of feel, I mean, like, and it also is like making sure and knowing that this person wants to be with you and get to know you for who you are, not because, you know what I'm saying, they've seen you on television and just, you know, your status and who you are. I mean, you're a very beautiful woman, so you cannot deny that. But I'm just saying, some people, you know, just making sure that you're also making sure this person is with you for who you are too.
Well, let me tell you, girl, how I found my man. Crazy enough, I found him on Facebook dating.
What?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Y'all hear that, right?
T number 1, T number 2. He don't live in my state.
Okay.
That's always good.
See, number 3, I ain't tell him nothing that I did.
Oh.
I just met
And he
him.
probably
And
didn't watch the show. Did he watch? Does he? No. Oh.
no, I didn't even want to give him my IG. I'm like, I don't use that. So we got to know each other with nothing known. The only time he really knew something was going on was like when he came to the city, and like the first week, like we had box seats. We were in the suite for the last fight, and we were in the suite for the Washington Commanders game, and people were like, "Hey, Carmen, oh hi, Carmen, I love you on the show." Da, da, da. And he looked at me like, "What's going on here?" I was like, "Oh, So I didn't tell him right away. And at first he was like, I don't want to be a part of that type of life. And that kind of made me feel good, because it was like, I know he's not with me for that, and so after that, I was like, look, this might happen, you might experience this, this might happen. And he was like, no, but it happened. Some of those things happen. And he was like, okay, this is real. By that time he had already fell in love, so it didn't matter.
Good stuff.
You like
That's a good shit right there. Real to men, real quick.
Come on, yeah.
Well, Dan, I was gonna ask you. I mean, like, would you ever go back on one of those like love dating?
If he mess up, I'm back on it. Hey,
so you would go back on? Really? Oh,
I mean, listen.
If he messes up, though, right? If he messes up,
you
ain't gonna chase your bag.
No. I'm not. I feel like there is somebody out there for me. I wish people just weren't so superficial, right?
Yeah. Right.
Honesty is key. I'm going to tell you, this is my good things. These are my bad things. Please accept me for who I am. If you're honest with me, I can understand. I can walk you through it. We can go walk together through it. It's the superficialness that people bring that mess up a relationship. So as long as we have transparency and honesty, I have no problem going the long haul with him. But I also let him know that if he don't do how you need to do, that I will be through. Okay, I have no problem walking.
You throwing threats out there already?
No, it's not threats. What it is you have to have these conversations like, oh, hey, if I cheated on you, would you leave me? Yes, I would.
Right. Yeah.
If we aren't together by a certain time in the same city, I will leave you, because I'm not going to waste 2-3 years of my life, and we're not in the same state.
Right.
Okay? So those are certain things you have to let a man know or a woman know. Hey, these are my to-dos, and let them know that so they can respect that, because there's going to be, I didn't know. No, you knew everything.
Right.
This is true. You have to have those conversations. I am huge on being very transparent about, the non-negotiables, because everybody's non-negotiables are different. And once you address those non-negotiables, a person can never say, oh, well, I didn't know.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
You knew.
Right.
You knew.
These are my expectations. Yeah.
So do you mind if we take a question from one of our listeners?
Sure.
So Zhivago says, men's income seems to be a hot topic these days. What is your minimum income for a man? And would you date the bus driver? I'm for sure you say.
Why you had to say the bus driver, sir? Listen, you know what? The income is more of a topic for the outsiders. I've learned, well, how much he make? Is he a good fit for you? Do you think, he can walk in your room? And it's none of their business.
Right.
I have always been like, I don't have a type. Okay. You don't have to be brown skin, dark skin. You don't have to be 6. You got to be taller than me. Okay. You got to be taller than me. But I've never had a type where, he got to have a 6-pack. He got to be, 6'2". He's got to work here. I'm not like that. I want a man who treats me well. I want someone who's going to protect me. And if he is a bus driver, actually that might be working out okay, because I don't like driving. So that means he can drive me everywhere. However, I'm going to push him to excel I feel like you have more in you, honey. I want you to do better. And there might be a time where you might have to go back to school. And if I'm telling you that, I have to be supportive of that. So the income don't matter to me. It's how a person treats me. But he got to pay the rent, though. He got to pay the rent. Like, I'm not paying that 50 stuff. No, you paid it. I'll bring in the groceries and pay the utilities or something. But I ain't paying the mortgage. No.
No.
That's respectable though. I've never heard it put on. That's for the outsiders to worry about.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What she was basically saying, like, it really hasn't been her asking or worried about the income. It's been like the outside. And that's interesting. You're right. I haven't really looked at it from that perspective because, like you said, you know, you already are around celebrities. You already are doing your thing. You are a celebrity. You're doing your thing already. So it's kind of like people would be like, you know, oh, well, does he make enough? Is he good enough for you? Are you settling? Are you blah, blah, blah? You know, and those are like the outsider stuff. Does any of that ever get to you? Do you ever allow any of that to get to you where you kind of second guess your decision on something like that?
No, because I don't tell my business to people. Like I got like a handful in my son, my mama, and you know, I don't tell my business to people. So they are never, I told my boyfriend, I will never talk about my sex life with nobody. You ain't gonna know if I'm happy, satisfied, mad, or sad. You will not know. You're gonna have to guess. And people make that mistake. I'm not talking about my relationship with nobody. So you're gonna have to guess about that. What has been really eye-opening is because I really didn't take Donovan out much, and then I didn't date much after that, and I really didn't date much before that. When I do go out now with my boyfriend, people aren't used to it, and they feel funny and they look funny and they be like, who that is, and I'm like, none of your business, you know. And so it's really weird dealing with that transition of people love me so much or invested in me to see me with someone else. It's like they want to sit down and have coffee and 20 questions. And I'm like, you know, so that's a little weird, you know.
Right.
But I have taught them that they've always seen me by myself.
Right.
So to bring someone on my side, they're like, get your driver out the way. I'm like, no, this isn't my driver. Tell your security to wait. No, that's not security.
Yes, I'll take
that's not my man. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna have to do a whole announcement, press release.
Right, you got to put it out there because them men still gonna be coming after you. Okay, so listen, I do want to ask this though because you know. And then we're going to go into the other things that you do because I'm excited about that too. So like I said, we saw like a snippet of you on Love and Marriage DC. So are we going to be seeing a lot more of the Miss Carmen for this next season? Are we going to be seeing you more on there? Or was that all that we saw?
No, you will see me.
We going to see you?
Yes.
We gonna see you by yourself.
She is like,
I got questions.
And she is like, I don't even know where to take for that. I listen. I guess we just go see her.
That's right.
If you know me, then you know me. You know,
right the fingernails.
Without going into details, you're just saying that we will definitely see way more of you than we did seeing you for those little snippets.
Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I'm excited about that.
Keep biting their fingernails. You can't tell them everything, right? Keep biting their fingernails.
She like, you got to tune in to watch.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, do you know when the season premieres?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. They keep it kind of hush hush until need to know people need to know. So
well, the Miss O show's gonna let y'all guys know. We're gonna be on the
because we need to know.
Because we need to know. So going into and switching gears, you are into philanthropy. Tell us about that. Definitely.
Yes, so I am the president of 89 Ways to Give, and that is founded by Santana Moss, the wonderful wide receiver for the Redskins. They call him the Cowboy Killer. He's from Miami, the U. And so he's my client, and he created or founded 89 Ways to Give. I'm the president, and we do a lot of things in the community. Recently, we just did a Black History mural. It was one of the first and biggest murals, Black History murals in Loudoun County, which is amazing, wealthiest county in America. However, there's not a lot of blackety black stuff there. So we did that. Also, we have our celebrity golf tournament coming up June 23rd at Raspberry Falls in Leesburg, Virginia. There's going to be a lot of celebrities. There's going to be a lot of politicians, and hopefully a lot of money raised. Also, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, McGill Wilson, amazing suit designer, is having his black tie experience. I'm going to be hosting Friday. It's the smoking event, cigars and something. So I'll be hosting that. You're going to be hosting that. Also on Friday, I'll be on Fox 5. If you guys don't know, I have been co-hosting here and there on Fox 5 DC. I've been doing the Celebrity Dish, and I've been doing the Lion Lunch Hour. So the Lion Lunch Hour, you see me for an hour, eating some good food, and I shouldn't have did it like that. That was kind of nasty. Anyway, I eating some good food and just talking about celebrity stuff and what's going on in the neighborhood. I have a diaper drive that I'm doing next month also. So I'm always busy. I love being in the community. I love helping the community, and I do a lot of different projects alongside with my clients. Like my client Clifton Petty, he's going to be modeling the Miguel suit on Saturday. So you'll see him. And then, you'll see Santana Moss and a bunch of all of my other clients probably going to be out and about all summer.
Nice.
Wow.
I love it.
Busy.
I love it. I love it.
Books.
I love it.
Books.
Right when I decided to start stepping outside again.
Yes, I'm gonna have to invite. Are you guys? Are you local, Sway?
Yeah, I'm local.
Yeah, we're local.
You guys got to come out.
Yes, definitely. I've been seeing it because we're actually working on getting Mr. Moss on the show, who's been in talk.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, we're gonna definitely bring him on as well. But I love that. I think that is one of the biggest things that that is so important for all of us, especially when you have a platform, is to give back and to help others. So, have you always been into that, or is that something that, like you just decided that you wanted to, give back more because you've now started to, have a platform and have the ability to give back, or that's just something you've always kind of did?
I've always been in the community, and why I'm in the community is I was raised by my wonderful mom. She's a preacher, but she was a single mom. And at times she used to work with Salvation Army. She would ring the bell, the little bell at Safeway in our neighborhood to make extra money for Christmas for me. We were on food stamps. We didn't have, I had, hand-me-down clothes. Mom would go to yard sales. We'd go to thrift shops. And I know how it feels to just need that little help, that little extra help. It may be for rent. It may be for food. It may be an opportunity. It may be clothing. And even before I got to this platform, and I taught my son this, we would go feed the homeless, and we would always, try to help people. Now that I have the platform, and also before I had the platform through 89 Ways to Give, I just wanted to do anything to help to give back, because if people had that person to go to for advice or just a chance, it could really catapult them to another level. And so it's more of a personal thing that I've always wanted to be a part of. And so Santana has a wonderful spirit. I love working with him. And when we see people in need, it's just our hearts, and we're going to give back. And so it's an amazing opportunity for us to give back. And that's why we do it.
Okay. Well, this is kind of piggybacking off of that. But I guess my question is, tell us about being a brand strategist. What does that entail?
So crazy enough, after the military, I was working for the Air Force Surgeon General's office. And I was just like bored. My master's is in business and government acquisitions. And I would throw parties and I would do this and I would tell people, you need to do that. You need to do this. You need to do that. And they were like, you're right. And they would do it and it worked. And so my first client was like, will you manage me? And I was like, what? I mean, even though I have the education, that wasn't my forte. And I did not plan on being in branding or anything. So I was like, okay. And I did it. I helped him create his company, so forth. I've created logos. I've created mission statements, vision statements, platforms. I've done it all. And what I did not know, I would learn. I would ask the right people. I would Google. I'd figure it out. I would go on site and watch. And so I just kept putting things in my toolbox. And I got better and better. Everything I have done, I did from Googling, from what I think is needed. The mural, never done a mural, never had done a golf tournament. I have a mentality that I'm a winner. I do not fail. And if I fail, I learn from it. So no challenge. I'd be like, I can do it. And then sometimes I sit back, I'm like, what the hell was you thinking? That is crazy. How are you going to do that? And so I didn't already set it out my mouth. So now I'm like, I got to do it. I got to come with it.
Yes,
and when you have that pressure on you and people believe in you already, like, oh, okay, Carmen. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, I got to make it happen. So with the brands and so forth, I would see what the person is capable of doing before they saw it and how they could maneuver. So I'm like, okay, I put together a strategy and be like, okay, you need to do this. My best clients are clients that listen. If you're not listening or you think you know more than me, then do it yourself. Okay. I don't even want you in my space, you know? And they have to have some type of talent.
Okay.
A lot of people think they have talent, but like I said, it ain't you, boo. It ain't you. Okay.
Right.
So I'll be like, no, I'm too busy right now. So I have denied people.
Okay.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So with that, it's like having that vision, knowing what you have to work step by step to get to that. And most of them are successful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, Span.
No, I was just saying I love it.
Yeah, I do too. And I tell you, it's challenging working with other people sometimes, you know, because I did styling a while back, and as much as I love fashion and clothes, it's like my style. And then it's like, but trying to style someone else and you know, find pieces that reflect them as an individual, but still put your own flair to it. I thought it was sometimes difficult because, you know, sometimes you have this vision of what you think, like how you were saying, like, I thought this looked great for them, but it was like listening. They had to be able to listen to you. They had to be able to say, oh, well, you know, this is not really my style, but I'm gonna rock with you because you know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna just go with it. And a lot of times, sometimes that's difficult because people, you know, kind of feel like they already know what they're doing. So I know that can be.
Girl, let me tell you, people know what you're doing. Let me tell you, my boyfriend said something and it has rang true with me. He's like, there is no code in DC. I'm like, what do you mean no code? He was like, everybody thinks they're at the same level as everybody.
Yes.
And I was like, first I got offended. I'm like, who you talking? Don't be talking about my area. and then I was like, people do think that. They be like, well, Carmen can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
We're on the same level. And I'm like, baby, if I pull my resume out, you going to start crying. Okay. If I bring down the facts, you going to feel bad about yourself. You are not on my level. And I feel like the DMV, everybody wants to be somebody. And that's not true. Okay, baby, we need to put the facts together. You are not equal to that person.
Right.
You have greatness in you, but you're not great right now. Okay. And if you believe you're great right now, you're going to stumble and you're going to look stupid. Like you said, sometimes people will get something off the rack.
Yeah.
The mannequin. And you be like, girl, you know, you don't look like the mannequin. Okay, I don't even know what you were thinking. You need to lose about 15 more pounds because stuff is not fitting, you know.
But it's facts though. It's facts though. It's all day facts. Like DC, I will say, since I'm, you know, from here, just like everybody else, Man, we are the most self-absorbed individuals walking. Like, we're humble, but we're still self-absorbed. And I don't know how that works, but you can't tell nobody from here too much of nothing.
And if you do, then you a hater.
That part.
Right.
That part.
Automatic.
Like, no, boo.
That part.
I love my city, but hey.
And I'm not from here, so it definitely took me a while to kind of, understand all of that. Yeah. But if somebody wanted to work with you, like, what is your protocol for that? Like, how does that normally work? Like, if somebody's like, look, because I know of a lot of people that are looking for your type of services, and they don't know how to go about finding them, or like, what would qualify you taking them on as a client. So how would that work if they were looking for your services? And
really, we would have a consultation. I would do a brand analysis. Where are you at now? Right. And where do you want to go? And you have to be realistic, right? For example, I had a client who said, I want to be a fitness model. I said, okay, let me go to your IG. I don't see you at the gym no time. So why would your fans all of a sudden think you're a fitness model, or you should be in the, come on, like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, don't come to me with stupid stuff. I go to your IG, there's no weight, there's no diet, you eat fried chicken, and you want to be on health and fit. Get out of here. If your mind is like that, I can't. I'm be like, no. I'm sorry, I'm booked. I'm booked busy. You have to have you have to be realistic with yourself, and I'm not going to yes you. If you're saying, I want to be a journalist, and you went to school for it, and you've been submitting articles to magazines, and they've been published, I can be like, okay, I can work with you. If you already are in shape, and I go to your IG, and you have at least been posting every week a couple of pictures of you in your gym outfit. Okay, I can work with you, but I can't make a rabbit come out of a hat. I'm so sorry.
Right.
And, that's going to be a challenge for me. And then you're going to think I'm failing, but you're just not the fit for the brand that you want. And so then I could be like, that might not be a good idea. But you know what? Every time I see your face is beat, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to be a print model? Do you want to do makeup tutorials? I think you should start this. You're going to start a YouTube page. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. I'm going to get you some articles. Are you ready if I call you tomorrow to do an interview and be able to speak fluently about your craft?
Right.
And I will take you somewhere and test you. I will have people set up and come to you, and I'll be like, tell them what you do. And if you start studying, I'm like, you're not ready. Because you should know your craft and your passion. And
that
you should talk like this.
That part.
And if you can't do that, then you're lying to yourself. You don't know it.
So is that why you cut me off while I was singing? Is that why you did
that?
There's no games. I can't help you, bro. I can't help you.
And she was like,
if you say you want to be a hair model, I'll be like,
hey. Before you came on, I was just saying I was hairy, bro.
I'm like, okay.
That's a great segue too, because Clifton has products out, right?
Yes, he has a beard oil, CNC beard oil. And let me tell you, that oil smells good. I mean, and he has a nice full beard. So when he was talking about it, I'm like, it fits you. The women love him. He's a big teddy bear. And then his deep voice. And then, you smell the beard. You like, okay, I need to get my boots on, So it fit his brand, and he's doing really well with it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. I saw that. And like you said, it fits his brand because he already has the beard.
You don't got the patches. You know, he's missing, connect the dots. No, I'm like, okay, you can do it. Yeah.
Full beard.
I'm doing the rest of the show like this.
Oh my God, do you got patches? My bad.
No, I ain't got patches. I think I'm all right.
Okay, you good.
She said,
I don't dye my stuff though. I don't need no dye. I'm embracing my grays.
Okay, cool.
It fits you swanging.
Yeah, I know.
So how has it been? Okay, so now you are in a relationship and you're dating someone, and even before dating someone that you're serious about or whatever. How has it been working in a pretty much male-driven industry and just dealing with a lot of men? You know what I'm saying? And being an attractive woman. You know, like I know that all the things that I've done, whether it's been like managing or PR or whatever, has been dealing with men. And sometimes that can definitely be challenging. Have you found it to be more challenging, or have you found it to actually be a lot easier than, say, if you were dealing with, like, you know, women?
In the military, being a lower ranking person, I did not like it. Someone could tell you what to do, be disrespectful just because of their rank. And that's unacceptable. So no, I did not like it in the military. However, I love it now.
That's right.
I love it. I mean, you get great hugs. They're protectors. They're like my brothers. You know, when we go somewhere, they're always like, my clients usually pick me up when we go to different places. So I feel like a queen, even though, you know, they're my clients. They listen to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm trying to sabotage them.
Right.
They have learned that Carmen really cares about my brand.
Right.
She wants me to succeed. She makes me look good, which is what I do, right? And it's so easy. I'm like, you need to be here. You need to wear this. These are the people you need to talk to in the room. I'm going to show you. When you get there, your Tito's and lime is going to be ready. Right. And that's it. You know, women, why I got to wear that? Da, 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 da. You know, and I just like direct to the point situations.
Yeah.
I don't need you questioning me. Boo, if you need to question me, then maybe you don't need me.
Right.
Because you must have been already doing good. Oh, you weren't. That's why you hired me. So I just like stay away. I am going to be taking on some women clients. But they trust me. You know, they've watched me. They've been back in the cut like, okay, she really be doing it. Okay, I think she could do it for me. And that's what it really is about. Putting your brand in my hands, letting me do what I need to do to get you where you want. So I love working with the men. However, I get in trouble a lot.
Why?
Is it really trouble though?
Why you get in trouble?
Territorial.
The haters. Actually, the haters. And you know,
she holding back. She holding
right.
Let me tell you, like
you already said women were territorial.
Right, she holding back.
Keep going with that narrative.
You know, like, and then I gotta check some chicks sometimes. They come in like our VIP and they looking at me, and I'm like, don't be looking at me, girl. I'm gonna be here forever. You here for the night, okay? So check yourself, you know, before you wreck yourself, boo. Enjoy the moment, okay?
You gotta say it. You gotta let them know.
Listen, I totally.
People will be messy for no reason. Like, it's not even probably territorial. It's not like, yeah, haters can come in all different types of shapes and forms, but at the end of the day, you just mad.
Well, and just be respectful. You come in the area, say hello. You know, find out who you're talking to. Oh, you manage him. Don't assume, well, is that his girl? This and that.
Right,
no, you know, I'm just here. Right. We're all just here. We're getting paid to be here. You actually paid to get here. So
we different.
Different levels, boo. We different. And so it's like, you know, I feel like if women especially just got to know the other woman, if you admire them, if you think they got something going on, talk to them. Girl, I like what you're doing. How you started doing that? Blah, 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 blah. Don't hate. If a person can't tell you why they don't like somebody,
that part
is hate.
Yeah.
They like, I just don't like her.
It
is. How that work? Only time I hate you is if you mess with my money, my child, my family, or my man. Other than that, I don't care what you're doing, boo.
That part. That part. No, I totally agree with you on that. And I mean, it's, you know, it definitely has its challenges with everything, but I think that you made a valid point with, you know, just take the time to get to know people. A lot of times, you know, especially when it comes to women, you know, like we can not like a person based off of so many superficial things. have never had a conversation, do not even know what the dynamics are of these relationships, coming in and then automatically and a lot of times, if you hold your own, you're confident, you have a bubbly personality, you're spitting positive energy, you're just happy and you're and positive in your life, people don't like you, period. Like, they literally will not like you just because you love you. Can I get a repeat on that?
But
Because you love you.
Yeah.
And that be enough for some people. And that's a them problem and not a you problem.
Well, I've had so many women who, after they got to know me, and was like, Carmen, you know what? I thought you was a bitch. I said, why'd you think that? Well, you would come in and you would just go sit down, or you would go, you would be by yourself. That equates to being a bitch.
Right.
I was minding my business, ma'am.
Right.
That's how most female friendships start. I didn't like you at one point in time, but now that we done talk, we cool.
But as they're saying it, they don't understand. You were hating me for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
You were putting me in a category, labeling me, and now you think it's okay for you to tell me that you thought I was a B. Okay, really? Now I'm looking at you funny, like.
Right. Like, I'ma just so welcome you in. Like,
oh girl, I'm so glad you like me now. I don't give a.
I'm happy you love me now.
Right. Because they expect you to come in, hey, hi. No, you're not that person. I came to eat. I came to get a drink or whatever. I did not come to see you, ma'am.
That joint is like 60% of the reason why the dating pool got piss in it. That's 60% of the reason right there.
Yeah.
Facts on facts.
Yeah.
So listen, before we get out of here, because we have been having so much fun with you, girl, we could sit here all night long. It'd be 10 o'clock and we'd be still talking. Because we like to talk over here, girl. We comfortable in our houses, so we're right. So before we get out of here, I know you mentioned a lot of stuff that you have coming up. So if you can just kind of mention the events that you have coming up, the shows, anything that you're going to be on that we might not even know about, or if we're going to see you on the television again soon, everything that you have going on, and then just, of course, how they can, find you and support you and all that good stuff. This is your time to shine. I'm going to give you the floor, Miss Lady. There you go.
Okay, so this weekend, Miguel Wilson is having his black tie experience. He's fabulous. Follow him. And it is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be hosting Friday on a rooftop. All the information is going to be on my Instagram, which is Felder, FELDER.Carmen, CARMEN, and it's going to be on Miguel Wilson's Instagram. After that, also I'll be on 93.9 with Aladdin at 4:20. You'll be hearing me talk about what I'm doing and giving you some tea there. That is going to be on Saturday. We're talking about all this week. And then, let me go back. Friday, I'll be on Fox 5, Lion Lunch Hour, eating and talking and just talking about what's going on in the world. Push it until the following week. I don't know what I'm doing the following week. Anyway, I have a diaper drive coming up. That's going to be on my stories. It's going to be on my Instagram. I'm going to be posting that. That's really great. That's what 89 Ways to Give Santana Moss. We're going to be at DC Prime, and we're going to be collaborating with Homemade. Bring some diapers, donate however you want. We're going to have raffles. It's going to be amazing. Then on June 23rd, we are going to be having the amazing celebrity golf tournament. That's going to be at Raspberry Falls. A shotgun at 10 a.m. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have a lot of celebrities, politicians. You're going to see people on the news, the radio. You're going to see athletes, all kinds of people. Great swag bag, great sponsors, drinks, food, golf. Can't beat that. And then just follow me. I'm on also Facebook, Carmen Felder. Follow me. I'm going to be doing stuff all the time. So if you want to have a good time, you want to come party with me and some of my friends, just pull up.
Sweet. I'm sitting here behind the scenes like this. Slow down, man. Slow down.
What's show gonna be at that golf tournament? You got your golf club swinging?
Nah, but I got some cigars though. I'll be out there chilling.
Listen. We gonna be all up in it, giving y'all the exclusive of all this good stuff that you got going on. Cause I love it. I'm so here for it. Oh, and I'm for sure we're gonna be seeing you too. Love and Mirrors DC at some point.
Yes, you will. You will.
Possibly. Oh man, I can't wait.
Y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm still jotting down stuff while it's still right.
I know, because she went so fast. I was like, oh wait.
However, we can find it on all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you might see a picture of my boo thing, even though there's no post.
Oh shit!
Breaking news.
Yeah, that's breaking news right there.
Any events?
We say?
I said, could we possibly see him at any events that you're going to be at?
I will say he will be here in less than 24 hours, and you'll be seing him.
Well, that's an event.
Any event that I'm at.
That might be an event that we won't see.
But I mean, he's very supportive, so he will be around often.
I love it. And the key word that you said, very supportive. Yeah. I think that is like one of the biggest things. And being in the industry that I'm in, like I never realized how important it is to have a partner that is supportive. Like that is so important, because when you are around other men and you are out doing your thing and you have to take pictures and you just have to do what it is that you do, you have to have a supportive spouse. You have to have a supportive partner, because it's very easy for someone who's not secure to think, oh, well, why was he that close? And who was that in that picture? And why were you doing that? And why are you doing this? And that's really hard when you're out here and you have male clients and you're doing a lot of different events and stuff that involves being out here around men. So I think that's really good. I can honestly say that. Shout out to my fiance. He's the same way. He's very supportive. And I will say that's extremely important. And I'm happy for you, girl. And I hope and pray that we get an exclusive to be like, ooh, girl.
Actually meet the mister. Just meet the mister.
Well, yeah, and you know what? And he becomes a therapist at times. When we have bad days, girl, I'll be like, baby, let me tell you what happened today. And you know what that month, and he like, really? Oh, what?
Yeah. And that's pretty much all we're gonna say. Really, we gonna give you something after you finish. But
or sometimes y'all be like, I told you that person was like that. Right. You be like, oh God.
Like 2 months ago, we done told you already.
Yeah.
But you know, that's good. At least y'all have that conversation, or can have that healthy conversation about that.
Yes.
Carmen, you have been a breath of fresh air. We have totally enjoyed you. I like to say, you know, I watch so many different other shows, other podcasters. And, you know, one thing about the Miss O show that I always said that I wanted to do and Swang and, you know, supports that is that I never wanted to be the show that just does a whole bunch of gossipy. I never wanted to be the show that wanted to highlight the negative stuff that's out there. I always wanted to be the show that celebrated our guests and talked about the positive things. We'll discuss what you've done, and we might discuss certain aspects of that. But I've always wanted it to be where when the guests come on our show, they feel at home. They feel welcome. They felt like they had a great time. They were talking to some family and friends, and they didn't feel like they were being, you know, judged, picked at, or like trying to come on my show just to be like, oh, well, what's the tea? What's the juice? So that we can talk about you. So I really hope that you felt like that's what you experienced tonight.
I did. You know, it's hard out here for a pimp, you know, literally like. Like you don't know what you're gonna come in there like, oh, what up?
No, she is killing me right now. You are killing me right now. Because they're facts. They all facts.
It's hard out here. And so, you know, I'm so blessed to have this platform and for your invitation. And I'm glad that you have this show. And it was very positive. And I felt like I'm in your living room and you like, girl, you want something to drink before we start talking?
Yeah.
Give me some tequila. You know what I'm saying? And so and we talk business and we talk life and we talk the real of what happened behind the scenes without gossiping.
Yes.
And that is amazing because you can tell your story without kicking somebody.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, because we got to celebrate each other, all of us.
Yeah, for real.
We have to celebrate each other, and we have to uplift each other. I mean, we're in a world now where everybody just wants to talk about the negativity. If it's not negative, it's not news. It's not good. If it's not negative, nobody wants to talk about it unless somebody is talking negativity. And
I want to celebrate that chair because it still looks like I'm in jail.
I want that chair.
I feel like I'm in jail right now. It just
you want me to put some money on your books?
You know what I'm saying? This joint right there. So.
I think
you got the toilet right now. What's going on?
Right.
All right, well, listen, guys, we are going to wrap it up. One more thing, Carmen, just before we get off here real quick, if you just drop your social media again real quick in case people didn't catch that, how they can follow you, support you, and keep in touch with you and all that good stuff real quick.
It's Felder.Carmen on IG, and it's Carmen Felder on Facebook. And if you see anybody like haters in my little, comments, go ahead and, say something slick to them, you have full permission. Okay. But please follow me. I keep it live. I keep it interesting. And I would love to hear from you guys. You can get in my DMs and ask me whatever.
Great. Well, again, thank you so. Wait. Oh, he must be following you right now. He was on the follow.
She just invited the DM, bro. She just said DM.
Get in the DMs.
Give me a minute.
You need to have a song.
Wait until we get off.
I thought you was going when you said sing a song. I so thought you was gonna come with a rap. I was like, and you said,
nah.
I'm like,
I definitely wasn't rapping. That's for sure.
He got that falsetto. He
definitely wasn't rapping.
Well, listen, thank you so very much for joining us tonight, Carmen. Oh my God, again, we thank you. We send you so much blessings with all your events. Make sure that we get the information so that we can post it and share it. And we totally support it. Like I said, you're a family now. And we definitely support you. We love you. And we send you so much love and light. Again, thank you for joining us. And again, anytime any of your clients or anyone want to come on the Miss O show, we would love to have them on.
I told Clifton, so maybe next week. I told him, like, yo, you need to go on the show. He like, okay, when? I'm like, okay, so I me.
I know, because I've been talking to Clifton, so he got to get his butt on here.
And he be like, well, how was it? Is it going to be good? I'm like,
tell him just show up.
Clifton will have a good time. You gotta let him know he'll have a good time on the Miss.
Definitely.
Well, again, sweetheart, thank you again. We wish you love and light. And again, we love you so much. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you. You guys have a great night.
You too, sweetie. Mwah.
All right. Yo.
Yes.
Right there. The energy, I loved her, man. I loved her. She was dropping so many jewels along the way. It was crazy.
I know she was. And I just loved her energy. Like one thing I love is this authenticness. Like, I love people who are authentic. Hey, if I feel this way about a person, I feel this way about a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. Like, that means so much for me. Definitely. Like I said, I've watched all of the seasons of Ready to Love and all of that. And I've loved her, and I've been wanting to get her on the show. And I just think it's a dope thing. She has one of the biggest things that I also love about it is because, sometimes when we watch people on these shows, we never really know what they're doing beyond that.
Right.
So it's easy to kind of stereotype somebody, or it's easy to say, oh, this person is this, and this. But to know that she is a philanthropist, and she has, she's giving, and she's doing all these different types of events to give back to people, a lot of stuff, and to give back to the people in the community, like, that means a lot.
Yes, indeed. And keep the schedule with her clients as well. That is crazy. And even, like I said, she dropped so many jewels along the way. But one that will stick with me is, and I believe this already, but just to hear another person say it, that outside world, it shouldn't be in your house.
Right.
And that outside world should not be in your house.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a jewel, because unfortunately, we always got to talk to somebody, but we don't talk to the person we need to.
This is true. This is true. And I think that when she made the comment too about when Zhivago asked her about dating the bus driver and just, you know, the income of a guy, you know, and she made the statement that it wasn't necessarily her that was worried about that. It was kind of like the outside people, like, hey, is this guy good enough for you? Does he make enough money for you? Are you settling? And that's another thing too that a lot of times we don't take into consideration, that we have a lot of outside people that, you know, will kind of put that in our head or kind of feed you with that different type of stuff. And you have to be a strong enough individual to know that, you know, if you are choosing to put your situation out there, that you have to be strong enough to be able to say, hey, listen, this is me, this is mine, I'm good, you do what you do, but we're good over here. And not be affected by that.
Too many cooks in the kitchen never make a good dinner. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Wait a minute. You gotta repeat that. Wait a minute. I like that. What was that?
Too many cooks in the kitchen don't make a good dinner. But it's just, you know, it almost goes back to social media. You put something on social media and then you mad.
Yeah. Yes.
That somebody is asking you what's going on. Well, I wouldn't have known.
I'm invested. Like at this point, I didn't know what happened.
This is season 2, episode 4. You know what I mean?
Y'all go together? Did you get back together?
Right.
Like, did you finish cooking them dinner? Like, what happened? Now I'm invested.
Like for real. But they get mad when you be like, so what happened, bro? Like, well, I'm here now. I had popcorn like 3 episodes ago. I had popcorn 3 episodes ago, bro.
Seriously, but I love Carmen. Like, she's dope. She has dope energy. You know, and like I said, everybody make sure y'all follow her and support everything she got going on. I want to do a quick announcement real quick. I'm gonna see if this thing will pop up. Y'all be quick. Hold on, let me see. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but hold on.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hopefully y'all can see that. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw that joint the other day. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to come out the house.
Yes.
Come out the house now.
Yes. So your girl, Miss O, is hosting the first.
I'll be in the building. Like, I know this joint is gonna be crazy. It's on the Potomac.
Yes.
You got cigars and sundresses. Come on now. You can't get no better than that.
Cigars and sundresses, man. It's like we do cigars all the time, but we do on land. So it's a little extra sexy.
Yeah, grown and sexy.
You on a boat, when you're on the water, when you got the breeze coming through your head.
That's limited access. So you know the vibe is going to already be grown and sexy, quaint, and everything else. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna ratchet is gonna find their way.
Well, they can listen. But it ain't all that. That boat ain't all that goddamn big. You ratchet your ass and be across that damn water. I don't know what to tell you. Right?
I know that. I know that joint gonna be sexy.
This for the grown and sexy. But yeah, so I am hosting the first. Well, it's my first. It's a cigars and sundresses on the Potomac. It's a cruise. It's we're cruising out of the National Harbor at the down there in National Harbor, and it is we only have 3 slots left, guys. So it's 3 slots left. It's the 25th, so it's May 25th. That's next Thursday, and it's $99. It's going to be we have a sponsor, Allure Vodka. I'm sorry, not Allure. Alursar, ALISAR. I'll be jacking up names. I apologize. They are sponsoring whiskey and they're sponsoring vodka. And then also it is a BYOB, so you can also bring your own spirits. So you can bring your own spirits and it's cigars. So bring your own cigars as well. We're going to have music. We'll have a good time. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be dope. But we only got 3 slots left, guys. So I just want to throw that out there in case you want to go. If you're interested, then hit me up on my Instagram and just DM me. My Instagram is @ParisKStyle. You can see it underneath my name, underneath Miss O. That's my Instagram. You can just DM me and I'll give you the information so that you can get those last 3 tickets that we have left. Because it's going to be a good time.
It's about to be 2 tickets because after this show, I'm going to get mine. Goddamn.
I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be a movie.
I ain't know it was that limited of an experience.
Yes, because we do exclusive shit over here.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama and papa can't come out. It's exclusive.
That's right.
It's only a certain amount of tickets, and everybody jumped on top of it because this is a pre-Memorial Day event. Because you know, like we jump on the boat on that Thursday, we get lit, we have a great time, we smoke our cigars, we drink our whiskey, and we just look all super hella fly. And then Friday comes and it's Memorial Day weekend, and we partying, and we all happy.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
It don't get no better than that.
Listen, I quiet as kept. I work from home on Fridays, but I can be on the boat still doing the same thing, bro. Let's get it.
And you get to party with your favorite girl, Miss O, and swinging. Like it don't.
It is. Like you can't go wrong right there. You can't go wrong right there.
So now we got 2 tickets left.
2 tickets.
2 tickets.
Somebody listen. There's comments on this joint. You miss it, you miss it.
You miss it. I don't know what to tell you. And shout out to MD Yacht Charters, MD Yacht Charters, because that's who we are going to be charting with. Okay. So if you haven't done so, make sure you follow them, MD Yacht Charters, on Instagram, because they are going to be the one who is providing the boat and all that good stuff. So make sure you follow them because it's going to be a good time. So I'm going to need y'all to get yourselves together because you're going to be mad when you see all these videos and these pictures and stuff. You're going to be like, damn.
That weekend recap going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy as hell. It's going to be crazy as hell. Well, listen, I think that's the damn show.
You know,
we had a good time. We had a great time.
We had Carmen on here to kill the game. You know what I'm saying? Gave us so much. The energy was always crazy. We had other co-hosts on the side of the screen right here tuning in.
Yes,
giving us love. So it's a good show.
Yeah, for sure. So if you haven't done so already, go to our YouTube page. It is at the bottom. So it's Miss O Show, right? I think it's the Miss O Show.
Jesus Christ, you don't know the name of your show.
Damn sure don't. It's Miss. No, it's different because one is the Miss O Show.
Right.
One is Miss O Show.
True. You got to put the dot after the S on the Miss. Otherwise, you're gonna get taken to the white girl on YouTube. You don't want the white girl on YouTube. You want the light skinned girl on YouTube. Not the white girl.
Not light skinned, damn it. It's my lights. I'm gonna have my color together the next show. I don't care if I got a higher production team. I'm gonna have my color together because I'm missing my melon. I blend in with this goddamn wall back here. Like we all go together. It's just like what? Thing. I'm like, damn, you can't see my face. I'm living in with the wall and shit all go together. I don't even know. Listen, listen, we're gonna get it together. But make sure you follow us on YouTube. It's the Miss O Show on YouTube. Okay, make sure that you go to that page and subscribe and turn on your notification bells because that way, anytime we getting ready to do a new show, you'll get a notification and you'll be able to set a reminder and then boom, it'll pop up and be like, hey, the Miss O Show is coming on. Because let me tell you something, baby. Your girl been working her ass off. And the guest that I got lined up coming soon.
Executive producer, killing on director of production. Like titles are just everywhere right now. Titles are just everywhere. Everywhere, bro. Let me
tell you. You're gonna want to know when we coming on next because we got some really fire guests coming up. Okay, we got some fire guests coming on and coming up, and we also got some really dope topics because
all the time.
We love talking about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we love talking about the spicy topics that people don't want to talk about and they don't want to address. And when we do our topics, that's when we bring you guys on. So we love bringing you guys on the show and letting y'all pop in and really actually chatting it up with us and sitting on the couch with us and having a conversation.
Right. Sitting up there in your bonnet.
In your bonnet.
And sitting up there talking about, so what? It don't matter. You're welcome. This
Because I don't know how to put you on when we got a guest, baby. I don't even know how to put them on. Basically, I'm like, listen, y'all gonna get the bare minimums for the whole damn show shut down. Right. I don't want to press the wrong button and then the whole show shut down and shit. Y'all be like, oh my god, I was watching and it just went off and I don't know what happened. What happened is I pressed the wrong damn button. So y'all get the best.
Right.
Listen, I don't want to fuck it up.
So no, listen, we gonna get there, but just know them topic shows. All you got to do is ask to get on, and you'll be right there in that little box, and everybody can see your bald head or your bonnet head. You know what I'm saying?
Just ask for the link, and we're gonna put you on. We're gonna put
right.
All right, so listen, guys, we're getting ready to get out of here because we just tired and I was just tired. But make sure you follow me on Instagram at Paris K Style. You can check me out on Facebook at Omika Polk and check out the website pariskstyle.com. And also, again, make sure that you follow our YouTube channel, subscribe to it, turn on that notification bell. That is The Miss O Show. And also follow our Facebook group. We have not a group page. We have a Facebook page called Miss O Show. And that's at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you follow both of those and turn on the notifications. That way, if you happen to miss the flyers that we post when we have our next show, you won't miss it because you'll get the notifications on our page and our YouTube channel.
Bing bong. Y'all see that? We got it all ready for y'all already. All right, so mine is still on IG, swinging_shenanigans. My Facebook page got hacked, so there's no more Mark Swinging at the time. But however, you can always follow me on Marco Baggins. That's Baggins. I don't know why I picked that, but
because he be bagging them.
Did you just snort? Yeah,
I snorted. I'm sorry.
Listen, I didn't say it. She did. That's not me. That's her.
Woo!
Anyway, it was a pleasure.
Yes. Man, y'all see how we get down. We have a good time, damn it. We have a good time. So listen, we toast when we come on here for a good show. And goddamn, we're going to toast when we get off of here for a great show that we just had. We're going to send all y'all love and light. We want to thank every single one of y'all that tuned in from Facebook, YouTube, shared the video, commented all the comments that we got. Everybody who did all of that, we totally love y'all. We love the support. We truly appreciate you. And we send you so much love. This is a toast. Yet again, thanking you for a great show. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Yo.
Yes.